Well, hello and welcome to what I hope is the first of many dog training experiences that I get to share with you here at thedogtrainingsecret.com. My name is Chet Womack. I'm a professional dog trainer that runs this website, and in this video, I want to share with you the number one thing that you should be doing with your dog today that will make him infinitely more obedient than he's ever been before, just because you're paying attention to a really secret in the dog training community. And that secret is really based off of two principles. The first principle is that every dog, whether you train it intentionally or you let your dog discover it on his own intentionally, has what I like to call a default begging behavior. And so this might be barking for everything he wants, or it might be staring at you for everything he wants, or it might be any one of a number of different things. And what these typically tend to be are annoying for us. And so dogs will do them in all areas of their life. So they'll pull on the leash, they'll bark at strangers, they will stare at us for food, they'll lick our hands if they want to be pet, and they have these behaviors that they do by default to get the things that they want, and those things annoy us. And what I'm going to show you how to do in this video is how to get rid of that annoying default behavior that you don't like and train what's called a replacement behavior that looks really cool and that will absolutely amaze people who look at your dog, who know your dog maybe a week ago, and a week from now they see you train your dog the thing I'm going to show you here in this video, and they'll be like, whoa, how did you train your dog to do that? And what a replacement behavior is it's a behavior that you get to pick what you want your dog to do as a way to beg for whatever he wants that actually, even though he's begging, is totally acceptable for you. And the behavior that I like to show people how to train is how to go ask for what you want, and I'll give you whatever you want if you'll just go quietly lay on your bed. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that in a couple of different scenarios. Like if he wants to greet people at the door, the only way he can greet people at the door is to go lay calmly on his bed. If he wants to beg for food at the table, he has to go calmly wait on his bed. If he wants you to feed him, he has to go calmly wait on his bed. Now this behavior won't fix everything with your dog, obviously. You can't take a bed with you throughout everywhere you go in the world, but it will show you just how powerful this concept is. And if you would like to learn more after you watch this video, I have a dog training course that teaches you how to train these sorts of things in all the other scenarios, like walking on a loose leash or a whole bunch of different things, nipping, potty training, using a tactic very similar to this one that I'd be happy to teach to you via video and DVDs, and you can learn more about that by clicking on the link below this video to check out more about that program. But for now, I'd just like to jump straight into the training, and let me show you how this works by showing you how to train it with a real dog. Now maybe you've already taught your dog how to go to a bed before, but I'm going to start here just in case you haven't. And trust me, we'll get to the more advanced steps where he's going to go to this bed when the doorbell rings here in a second. But here's how this behavior is done. This is Griffin here. I'm going to simply I've channeled him. He can't go around the bed. He can't do anything. He has to go one way. I'm just going to call him to me, and I'm going to click and treat every time he comes to the bed. Bed, Griffin. When the front paws touch, I give him a little click. I don't care how he does it, and I toss the treat off the bed to reset him, and I repeat until he comes on the bed every time. Come on the bed. Good. Even laid down there, what you can do is you can actually wait to click until he lays down. Bed. Wait till he lays down, give him a click. Good. And keep doing it until it looks like this. When he seems to have it, here's what you do. You back up. Bed. Just a little bit. See how he gets a little confused? It's a little harder for him. Bed. Good. Now I just let him do it when he touched it. Bed. Good. And you keep doing this until you can work back all the way and you're doing this at the door. Bed. Good. Bed. See how I'm farther and farther back every time. Bed. I'm now halfway to the door. Bed. Good. I'm trying to push it on camera to see how far I can get for you guys. Bed. No. Oh, good. There you go. And then it looks, hopefully, like this. Bed. Good boy. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Go get it, go get it. Go get it, okay. Bed. And there you have it. I'm all the way back at the door. We've got to do the behavior. Now I need to keep rebuilding that so it's reliable, so I can go to the door 9 out of 10 times, and he'll get it right. And when he's there, then we're ready for the next step. Okay, go again. Bed. Bed. Griffin. And that's the sign he's done. Take a break. Come back at it here in a few hours. There you go. Okay, I hear you. Loud and clear. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. We've been working on this, and I want to bring up a couple of things. First of all, you'll notice I'm in a slightly different position. We're in the same basic hallway of my house, but before I had the bed as the only way for the dog to get from where he was to me, meaning he was coming towards me to do the bed. And that worked great, but we had to spend an extra day working on also having the dog go away from me to go to his bed. So make sure that you work on both of those. And then what I've done is I have elongated it to the point where the dog is going all the way from the door. And I will show you the progression here. But here's what I did, and then I'll show you where we're at and get you up to speed. So I got the dog all the way to the point. Come here, Griff. Griffin. Bed. Where he would go to the bed from over there. Bed. Good. Griffin. Bed. And when I had the dog getting 9 out of 10 right at that level, I opened the door. Like this. It's a level of distraction. There's like sticks he wants to play out with out there. Griffin, no. So when he runs off, what I actually do, like he's doing right now to go find me a stick to throw him, is I shut the door. So I want him to be like, oh, well, that wasn't what I wanted to have happen. He needs to earn the rights to go outside and play before I let him. So I'll let him back in here in a sec. We'll start over, and I make him do some work before he gets to go outside and play. Griffin! Here, Griff! Ready? So Griffin, 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 bed. Okay, so he's too distracted with the door open like this, so what we do every time we add distractions is we back up the criteria and we go closer to the bed. Griffin, bed. Okay. Griffin, bed. Good boy. Griffin, bed. Nope, nope. Bed. Good. Griffin, bed. See, I'm slowly backing up. We just have to rebuild a behavior when we add distractions. Griffin, bed. Good. Griffin, bed. Griffin, bed. Griffin, bed. When I can get all the way to the door and work them like that, I add the next piece, where I start to phase out the cue of my body and switch it to the doorbell. Griffin, bed, bed. See how that doesn't work? So here's what you got to do. When it doesn't work like that, you try again. But this time, what do you do when you add a distraction? You take him all the way. So here we go. Bed. Click and reward. Griffin. Bed. Good. Didn't have to go as far that time. Griffin. Bed. No. If he doesn't get it right, reset him. Griffin. Bed. Good. Griffin. Bed. Nope, nope. Okay, let me stop the video right here and explain what just happened. My dog just made the decision by running off like that the things I was asking him to do and the treats that I was giving him as a reward for doing those behaviors is no longer worth the effort for him to obey me anymore. And so what I need to do here is I need to increase the value of my rewards. That could mean by using better treats, or in my case, I am going to be using this. Now, in my hands-off dog training course, I talk a lot about how to build prey and play drive into your dog to create incredibly valuable toy rewards that far supersede the value of food rewards for lots of different dogs, especially non-food motivated dogs like mine is right here. And so I have done that. I'm not going to talk to you about how to do that in this video. It would get too long. That's in my hands-off dog training course. But I have done that, and watch the motivation as you see him get up. Get back on your bed. Watch the motivation that you see him have now that we switch to super rewards. But here's a caution about using super rewards. It's kind of like the Disneyland effect. You know, when you tell your kids you're going to maybe go to Disneyland and you make the mistake of telling them like a month too early, and then every day that gets closer and closer, they only get more and more amped up. They lose ability to focus on all things. They can't do anything but misbehave. Well, that can be the danger that we use when we use these high-value rewards. So when you're going to do this, what I like to do is do what I've just done for you. I like the dog to train the behavior and learn the behavior with a lower value reward, like a treat reward, where he can still function cognitively. And then once he's learned it, like you can tell my dog knows what to do, that's when I add in the super reward, because he already knows what to do in the behavior, and then it just cements in the learning and really speeds up the process. And I think you'll see how that works here, where we've used food to get him to the point where the door's open, and we're adding the doorbell. And now watch how, as I add the toy reward and take advantage of his prey drive and his play drive, that the learning just happens much faster. So let's pick up where we left off with the toy reward. So notice the difference of how much better this works when we use the toys. So Griffin, sit. Stay. We pair the command with the doorbell. Griffin, bed. Immediately runs. Good. We just let him get all crazy with his toy. Let him squeak it out. See how happy he is. And after a few seconds, we come take it from him. And we repeat, pairing the cue with the doorbell until we have it all phased out. Watch how fast this goes. Bed. Still click, click, clicker when he gets the behavior right. And let him play. Good. Drop it. So he started to go to the bed before I even rang the doorbell, phasing out the cue. There, I didn't raise my hand or say the cue, and I keep inching this door back more and more closed every single rep. until I can close it all the way. Come here, Griff. Come over. And as you can see, he can do the behavior with the door closed and just goes to his bed on the doorbell. And then here's the really cool part about how to finish this off. That squeaky ball toy, it lives outside. And guess who has instructions on what to do every time they come to my home? Whether it's the postman, the FedEx guy, the UPS guy, friends, family, nieces, nephews, you know what they do? They go, they ring that doorbell, and the dog does this behavior just like I've trained him to do here. And then when the door opens and I let those people in, that person throws the squeaky ball for the dog. And now the dog has learned that every new person who comes to the door throws the squeaky ball. Now, yeah, maybe some people come to the door who don't. But when you do this in a way where almost every single person throws the squeaky ball for the dog after he's laid on his bed, now it totally changes the dynamic of what your dog is getting amped up and excited about when the doorbell rings. So if you've got a dog who is not calm around door-based activities and new people coming into the household, this is that first step. There are others that you'll want to do, but this is that first step for when your dog comes to the door, he sees someone there, he's overly excited right now, he's barking, and you want to calm that down. This behavior is the first one where you want to do that. Now, I have other behaviors that will show you what to do once the people come into your home and how to have them remain calm in the home or how to greet people when they're out and about in the world, but this is the one that you want to do for most people that will get you the fastest and quickest results. So there you have it, guys, a replacement behavior for how to totally eradicate your dog's doorbell barking or the barking at strangers who come into his territory, and how to completely replace that with a behavior where he goes to his bed and calmly lays down. And I just wanted to remind you that this is just one of over 24 replacement behaviors that I can show you how to teach your dog, where you can follow along as I train other types of dogs, all the other types of replacement behaviors that fix and eradicate all sorts of problems, from pulling on the leash, to stealing food off the table, to peeing in your home, to other types of barking, and just the list goes on and on and on. And if you would like to learn those, there's a link below to my hands-off dog training system, a system with several DVDs. You get access to professional dog trainers who are certified, who answer your questions as we help work you through these issues, so that you can have just the dog of your dreams, a super loyal dog who's always obedient and never embarrassing. So if that's a dog that you would like to have and you'd like some help doing that, check out that course, because I think it will really help you. Have a great one. Hope you enjoyed the videos, and leave me a comment if you liked the video, and I look forward to talking to you soon.